Hi Gemini, and welcome to my channel, The Guided Intuitive, and welcome to your new moon in Leo love read for July 28th, 2022. There's some powerful energy in the air, and I wanted to see how that's going to affect you and make sure that you got the messages as you have this new moon coming into play. So, all right, so let's go ahead and get started. I've been focusing on my moonstone here, one of my favorite crystals here, are stones, and this is all about clarity. It is all about new beginnings, and it's all about even feminine energy a little bit too as well, embracing your intuition. So that's going to be very, very key. But let's go ahead and get started. So let me just to let you know is that you've got a lot of things happening within your relationship sector right now. This is all about your third house of communication. And when it comes to communication, this is like your mindset, your thinking, your speaking. So the new moon in Leo is coming out in your third house, and it is, you're focusing on your communication aspects, okay? How you communicate with your family, how you communicate in your relationships, those of you that you work with, your thinking, your speaking, your style, like even your writing. All right, so it's happening in that way. So it's like you can attract and you can really charm people, and you are just this amazing, like you're a really good storyteller too. I don't know, the Geminis that I know have great conversation, and they're really they have a way of speaking, right? It's amazing. So it's coming through for you, and this is one. There's some magic in this moment for you at this particular time, especially in the realms of communication. So this is being your authentic self. And this is about you kind of turning up the charm a little bit too. So, you know, you're going to have a lot of admirers, which is always the case anyway, right? So let's take a look at your overarching energy before we jump into your read. But very nice, Jem, very nice. So let's take a look. What do we have? What do we have? I'll put this aside. This is the deck I'll be using next. So let me take a look at that. So what do we have? Oh gosh, you guys, we get relationships. Wow. Oh my gosh, you know, this really what this really tells me is that the relationships in your life are there they might be mirroring you back something, okay, about yourself, all right? So it is about, they're just mirror images of your own life, right? So this is how you feel and treat yourself, as well as how you react and respond to others, especially in terms of your communication that we just talked about regarding relationships. So it has you taking a second look at that, right? And it also talks about that there is an opportunity for growth here, okay? There's an opportunity right now for growth. Relationships, obviously, just, you know, with our family and romantic or otherwise, are our biggest teachers here. But this is about how you respond to people around you, and knowing that every relationship offers you growth, okay? It offers you growth, okay? Maybe you're questioning a certain relationship in your life at this particular moment, but this really talks about an opportunity to be able to overcome anything. Sometimes it's about, you know, not knowing what the situation is, maybe that you need to appreciate what you have now, or maybe a relationship that you've had in the past. Maybe there's a difficult relationship right now that's been a spiritual catalyst for you, right? You know, in terms of going deeper into your spirituality. But whatever category relationship falls into, this is saying, what did I learn from that relationship? Okay. And that's the question that is coming through here in terms of communication, okay? What am I learning from a current relationship right now that's taking place, right? It needs your attention, whether it's your approval or acceptance, whatever the case may be. This is saying, let relationships or a current relationship help you even attract better relationships in your life. So, you know, I'm going to pull a card on this. I want to pull let me pull a soul tree card on this, and let's take a look at what wants to come out for you. What does Gemini need to know in the overarching energy for the new moon? What do we get? Yeah, we're having more confidence. This is having confidence, the third chakra energy. Having the confidence, maybe perhaps speaking up or communicating. This is about having confidence, in terms of doing that. Third chakra, solar plexus. And what else do we get? Yeah, it's an adventure, isn't it? Relationships are an adventure, huh? Some of which that you think, oh gosh, what am I doing here? And then others is like, oh, this is awesome, right? And maybe a little bit of both, right? It's all of the above. It never remains the same. Energy is always shifting, but love is an adventure, and relationships are adventures, right? And it's getting to know others, and especially for love, get the heart chakra at the bottom. And there could be a spiritual connection that's around you that needs some communication, and it's bringing you on this wild adventure, all right? But that's what I'm getting. Let's jump into your read. I'm going to pull 6 cards, and then I will share with you what each of them mean. So the first one's just going to be your inner power on that, because we're focusing on this powerful energy of Leo, okay? All right, so yeah, it's like, you know what, okay, we're going to take that there too. Okay, and then give me 3 more. One. Let's take a 1. I want everything straight up because I want to read everything as it is. Oh, I have these backwards. No wonder. Okay, and then what do we have here? Wow. Okay, guys, powerful. All right, so major arcana here. Okay, so we've got 1, 2, 3 major arcana out of the 6, all right? So the first card that I get is justice, right? So this is about your inner power is justice, to be fair, to bring something to equilibrium, to balance something. Now, that this could be in a relationship or in terms of communicating, that justice is important. It could be that you're in a court case of some sort. It could be that, again, your interactions and your mindset is all about bringing some sort of fairness, all right? So your inner power is to bring fairness to a situation. Whether or not you've got Libra energy within you, justice is coming up, especially for this new moon, all right? So this is about something that needs to bring balance to a situation. Maybe it takes communication. It has to do perhaps with a relationship, but that's what's coming through here. Anything else in terms of justice in your inner power? What do we get? Celebration. It looks like there maybe is some sort of agreement or some sort of a decision that is bringing balance in your life where you can celebrate. This is fantastic. You know who got this too? Aries got this, I believe. I think it was Aries. Yeah, all right. But the communication part of it, you might want to check Aquarius. Is that we'll check out your moon rising and your sun sign for these reads, okay? But that's what I'm getting. So your inner power is to celebrate some sort of decision that's coming through to balance something out, okay? So that's what I'm getting. What is how your inner power influences the world? Your inner power is influences the world. You're very intuitive. Let's just put it that way. This is using your intuition. So your intuition is powerful, Gemini. And whether you're using this to benefit the world or not, it's coming through. Like your intuition is very powerful and could help others around you, okay? First and foremost, it's using it for your ability. Your inner power it influences the world, okay? So you've got a lot to share. So share your story. Be that storyteller, be that entertainer. Do what it is that you are interested in doing, because you're being crowned with a sense of strong intuition, all right? Yeah, there's a new path that's emerging for you here, whether you know it or not. Whoa, sorry guys. Hold on 1 second. Hold on. All right, this is one of your cards. I didn't want to go through here. Let's take a look. Okay, so yeah, your new path is emerging. So there could be something new that's emerging for you. With this new moon, it's new beginnings, right? So it is moving on to that next chapter, that next page, right? On your journey, on your travel. But there is a new path that is emerging. It's just starting to grow. You can see one branch is starting to grow. So you're branching out on something. It could be something spiritual or using your intuition, but it's coming into play, and there's a new path that's moving forward, that's forging ahead. I think it's because of a decision that has been made that you can celebrate, and now you can kind of, pivot, right? Now, the third card talks about what you need to be more confident about, and this is about some sort of change. This is about a transition, right? There's a transition that you're making, okay? This is to look at something from a different perspective. So don't be looking at it from just one perspective. Jump over on that other side and put put on the shoes of that other person or that other situation. Look at the other side of the situation. And since it's coming up in your communication and relationships, this could be seeing the other person's side of a situation, not just one way of looking at something. There's multiple ways to look at something, and it's your way, but it's also another person's way too. And neither are right. sometimes it just is, right? So this is about, being able to create change by, seeing something from a different perspective, okay? So, yeah, that's what's coming through here. So the Eight of Swords. Give me another card on this one. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius energy. And what do we get? Confidence. Yeah. So you know what you need to be more confident about is your confidence. Isn't it funny that it's showing up in that spot? So this is about having confidence, right? So having confidence in yourself, especially on moving forward. And it says, it's an opportunity for you to really, just really focus in on creating change in your world, right? This is, you don't have to be imprisoned by one way of looking at something. Have the confidence to look at something from a different perspective. So this is about communication with confidence, it's grounding itself in the heart chakra, right? The heart chakra energy. So have confidence in terms of communicating in your relationships in a situation. So the fourth card is about what anxieties are holding you back. This is burdens, right? Old energy of the past. This is the 10 of wands, fire energy, but this is releasing the burdens. You have a trouble. The card is signifying that you're having trouble letting go of the burdens of the past. It needs you to let go of it. It's a 10 card. I think it's going to happen anyway because it's a 10. It's coming to fruition and it's a brand new beginning. So the universe is helping you out with this positive energy now. So use it to your advantage and let the burdens of the past be gone because it's pulling you down. It's weighing you down. And it wants you to let that go so fresh energy can come in, right? You know what's so interesting? How you can tackle these anxieties, like at the death card. That tells you to let it go. Yeah, scorpionic energy, right? So this is saying, hey, let this fall, let this go, okay? Let the burdens of the past go because it's holding you back from the happiness that wants you to birth in right now, okay? So it wants you to let that go. Wow, how interesting, guys. Now, the next card that I get in terms of what the new moon in Leo, what advice from the new moon in Leo wants you to know is the Six of Swords. Sixes are about birthing something new. There's growth, right? That there is a change. There's a new passage. Like you've gone through this, but now you're here. This is of the past. That's the burdens of the past that you're letting go, right? And it takes a while through a cycle, right? You probably completed some sort of karmic cycle of some sort for some of you. But nevertheless, the new moon in Leo is saying, understand that cycle for what it is. But this is saying is that you're on top of this now. This is about communication. That's throat chakra energy. But there is the golden, it's kind of like the golden lining. It's kind of the golden lining of this, like what you've learned from this, right? The Six of Swords is to transition and to move forward out of this old, the old energy and to be able to move forward. And I think it has to do a lot with this Justice card. Yeah, this is saying there could be some sort of resistance of you doing that, right? But it's time to let that go, okay? This is about teaching. This is about you have resistance to be able to move forward. There's a sense of resistance not to let something go, but this is saying no, you need to. I don't know if you're going to be doing teaching. This is about teaching of this learning. This is something that you're learning here that you could even bring in forth and become a teacher in something like that. Yeah, and I get communication, fifth chakra. This is about communicating. You could be teaching someone or someone could be teaching you. Could be both, right? It could be both, right? We're all students and teachers, a lot of us, right? So this is what's coming through. And this is about teaching to overcome the resistance, right? You could be teaching someone of this as well. So if there's a argument or a situation that you have with someone right now, the best advice, emphasize the emotional connection. Stop distancing yourself. Some of you needed to hear that. Just that right there. That's a big one. I feel a lot of energy on this one. Emphasize the emotional connection in the situation, not what's not working, and stop distancing yourself, okay? So any love message, specifically a love message that wants to come through for Gemini regarding this new moon, what do we get? Playfulness. Oh my gosh. I want you to recapture your playfulness that you have. And your charm, let your spirit of your childlike energy shine Yeah, because if you add some playfulness, it's going to bring in some sort of renewal for you. It's going to renew matters of the heart, right? So if you have a relationship or a connection that you want to do that with, this is a way to do it. So focus on your playfulness. It's going to bring in renewal, and have confidence in the renewal, right? And let go of the past, because I mean, it's going to happen anyway. Something's coming to an end. It wants to. It wants you to put something to an end, all right? And that's your best thing to do, is to put it to an end, because it's going to free you, all right? And that's going to bring, it's so perfect for the new moon too, guys. So use it to your advantage. I'm sending you so much love and light. Note your comments below. Let me know how this resonates with you, and I look forward to seeing you next time. Namaste.